Hey, welcome back to Star Technology, where I've been a little bit busy between videos, and I've also been visited by a llama. First off, I've finished upgrading all of the blast furnaces to Canthal. It didn't take as long as I thought, but it still took a lot longer than I probably could have done in one video. And the main thing is all the way over here. I've been doing... I don't want to call this an automated sieving setup. Let's go with semi-automatic. Because over here, I've got 3 forge hammers. So then I take gravel from here, goes into the first one, or no, cobblestone into the first one, makes gravel. Gravel from there goes into the second one, makes sand. Sand goes into the next one, makes dust. So I've just got a ton of those with easy access to just chuck in any of these deployers to sieve in any of the meshes. And that goes straight back into the main system. And I probably could have done this a long time ago and just had more storage and then manually moved it around. Or there was probably even a way to do it with Tom's, but I kind of just waited until I got an ME system for that, because this is the one that I know. Anyway, that's going to be kind of the crux of what I'm planning on doing this video. I want to try and get a lot of the auto crafting and processing set up, and as per usual, the first thing that you automate upon getting access to an ME system is the things required to expand the ME system. And the biggest thing to help me with that is a multi-smelter, because the multi-block itself really isn't that hard. I have plenty of invar, I can make most of this easily. I made some spare Canthal coils so I can have a slightly better multi-smelter. I might need another muffler hatch, but that's fine. I'll make some MV energy hatches because I may as well make it HV. But the big thing is I need 3 HV circuits. And to make an HV circuit, I need a circuit assembler, and I need to make a bunch of this stuff. So I'm going to be spending a while doing that in this video. And also, the only circuit assembler that I have access to right now is the basic one, which feels a bit weird, but I'll make it now. And I'll probably automate this as well, but most of the processing stuff I'll just do between videos because it's all repetitious and kind of boring. So where do I start? I've got kind of 3 different things going on here. Do I need a good integrated circuit? Yes, I do. So I need a basic integrated circuit. So I'm going to have to run through the line. So I may as well just follow the quest line. Ooh, and also, one more thing. I've been able to do this for a little while now, actually. I can buy the jet boots. And I really hope this works. Yes, it does. It's just very slow, even on the best possible Energizer. Yeah, I completely forgot about this, the existence of the Energizer, when talking about the building gadget last time. So I have that now as well. Oh, and I also made a backpack for myself. I may as well put some of my tools in that, actually. Yeah, I'll just put everything that I might need at any given time. So that'll come in handy, even if it's just an extension of the inventory, because this will just be really, really nice. Also, while I'm here, I may as well mention that I've almost fully upgraded the coils, or at least as much as I'm willing to go, because I'm at 8.2 thousand energy, whatever that unit is, and that is slightly more than what the diamond wire can transfer. So generating more power won't necessarily be an upgrade for a while. I guess I could just run a bunch of parallel wires. I don't know how the system works. Anyway, jet boots are charged. Let's see. How do these work? It's just creative flight. Okay. And pretty quick flight at that. Cool. And I said press G to change speed? Nope, that is not the right thing. This is fast enough. Flight is flight. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I think I'll make the circuit assembler first, then the multi-smelter, then do the processing. So, what do I need for this? Well, LV machine hull. That's pretty easy. Also, honestly, the most underrated feature of having an ME terminal now is anything that requires tools. It actually puts the tools in from the JEI. Tom's didn't do that. So now I get to the bit where I need a bunch of motors. Oh, I'm gonna need some more rubber as well. I think I need 7 motors? A bunch of steel. So that should be 7, not 7 electric motors, I need tin cables. I'll just make some of them real quick. Okay, now it's 7 electric motors. So then I can make 2 conveyor modules, and then with a piston, I can make a robot arm, and then all I'm missing now is an LV emitter. I'm missing a decent amount here. So I need 4 brass rods, 2 LV circuits, and a quartzite. Brass rods are easy. I've got some residual quartzite from making the Certus quartz, so I just need to get some LV circuits. And I've run out of all of the materials. So I just need a couple of resistors, some vacuum tubes, 2 printed circuit boards, then I can make 2 circuits. Then I can make that LV emitter to make a circuit assembler. And I'll just hook this up with the rest of the LV stuff. So now, well, I need to get an ILC wafer? Oh, so I need a ruby lens. So I need an exquisite ruby. And I'm pretty sure, yep. Don't have any ruby ore. But that's where this is nice, because I just grab a bunch of sand, and chuck it in the flint mesh. Simple. And I can hurry it along myself too. While I'm here, I just want to see. I'm also going to need a RAM chip. Yep, I need a green lens, so an emerald lens. I have plenty of emerald ore, so I'll get that going in the sifter in the meantime. And I think, yeah, I'm still going to need some more silicon wafers, and I don't have any. Oh, I think I might still have a small pile of gallium arsenide. Yes, 1. So I can get that going. It's still going to take a long time, even on HV overclocking. While I'm here, I just want to see what exactly else do I need. For the basic, I can get some more resistors, I can get some tin bolts, I can get copper wire, and I can get a diode. And for the good, again, I can get resistors, I can get silver bolts, I can get diodes, and I can get gold wire. And then for the advanced, the HV circuit, I've marked the IC chip, I'll mark the RAM chip, transistors, fine tin wire and silicon, that's not so bad. Liquid polyethylene. I may as well pre-prepare a bunch of this. It's just air and ethylene. Yeah, that's what it was. It's not... Ethanol is the one I get from the potatoes. But I can get some sulfuric acid again. I am just gonna have to empty out this chemical reactor. Oh, I already have a spare sulfuric acid bucket. How do I get ethanol out of this? Yeah, that works. Oh, it didn't even have a full bucket in it. There, ethanol and sulfuric acid. On, was it 2? Oh, it's gotta be MV. I think I'll just put this off for a bit. It's not that bad, but I still don't want to do it just yet. I have some ruby to go off with, and the emerald's probably done enough. Yeah, I've got 2 exquisite emeralds, so I'll lay that. Ooh, I have an exquisite ruby already. That was really quick. That was before the emerald lens even finished. So, I may as well make some of those RAM wafers already. Man, does this take a long time to go through. I'll get some of the IC chips going as well, while I cut the RAM wafers. But all of this is going to take a really long time, so I'm just going to make some of the other components. So for the multi-smelter, I need 3 advanced integrated circuits. So then I need 3 loads of all of this. So then that's 3 loads of all of this, 3 loads of all of this. So I probably don't have... I have enough copper wire for 3 resin-printed circuit boards. How much copper wire do I have? 4 fine copper wire. I need 6. I can make some more. I'm gonna need some more to make the diodes. I'm gonna need some more gallium arsenide. Oh. I have a lot more than I thought I did. Never mind. Well, across all of these, how many diodes am I gonna need? 6, 12 diodes? So that should be going now. I'm also gonna need 12 resistors. So I'm gonna need to do a bunch more of this stuff. I can make those 12 pretty easily. So then the IC chips, they might even be done now. Yes, they are. So I've got the IC chips I need. Then I just need 12 tin bolts and 24 silver bolts? No. I think I'm multiplying weird here. I need 6 tin bolts and 12 silver bolts. So I think I just need the fine gold wire, and then that's all of the good integrated circuits that I need. So that's, again, just in the wire mill. How much gold wire? 12. I need electrum wire for the HV circuits. I may as well do the electrum too, that's 24. Oh, and I also need some phenolic printed circuit boards. And I have some. I needed 3 exactly. So I think I've got what I need then to make these circuits. And I'm gonna need stuff out of the extractor, so I'll fiddle with some of this. I'm gonna need, what's that, 6 tin ingots? Plus another 3, 9. So I'll just get the LV circuits going, and then chuck in the rest of the stuff to make the MV circuits. And that should make all of the circuits that I need for the HV. So what else do I need here? I've got the Electrum, I've got the IC and RAM chips, so I just need annealed copper bolts and transistors. I think the annealed copper is going to be easier, so I need annealed copper ingots. How do I do that? Does the quest book tell me? Nope. What's its dependency? Arc furnace. So it's an arc furnace recipe. Copper dust and oxygen? Okay, how much do I need? 3 ingots? That is super simple. It's probably worth just keeping a bunch of oxygen in the arc furnace, actually. So as per usual, the copper goes through. That is the bender. It's supposed to go through the lathe. I'll just make another ingot. So then 3 in the lathe, and then into the cutter. That'll make all 12 of the annealed copper rods that I need. Hang on, I need 24. I missed a multiplication in there, hang on. Oh, wait a minute, no, this is gonna make 24. Well, I've got a bit more than I need then. Right, and there's the integrated circuits. So now I've got most of the things I need. Got the Electrum. Yeah, it was 24 I needed. So now I just need 12 transistors. So it's time to get the polyethylene then. I'd rather not have to make more MV circuits. But I guess they're not that hard. Alright, well, another MV machine hull. I can make a bronze rotor pretty easily. There we go. An MV electric motor. Do I have any more copper nickel? Yes. So I can make all the stuff that I need if I use the right program circuit for an electric motor and then a chemical reactor. Okay, so then what do I need for liquid polyethylene? Just air and ethylene? I get ethylene from ethanol and sulfuric acid, which I already have. So I can make the ethylene, and I can turn it into... Is that not how I make liquid polyethylene? Ah, 1. There we go. I need a bit more oxygen. Yeah. I'm just gonna convert all of this ethylene. Actually, I don't think that's gonna do it. No, it's not gonna do it evenly. I'm just gonna have some overflow here for a bit. But with the liquid polyethylene, I can make the transistors. And I can nearly make all of the HV circuits I need. If only I didn't spend those 2. And to make one more phenolic circuit board is a bit of a pain. Although I might be able to do it. I'm just gonna do a real janky setup here. Is this not what I needed? Oh, it doesn't have power. There, now it's working. Right, 2 phenolic printed circuit boards. Okay, with a bit more resource gathering, just repeating what I did before, I can get some more LV circuits to get the missing MV circuits, so that I can finally make the 3 HV circuits. Oh, this is going to take a long time. Well, may as well use that time to make the rest of the multi-smelter. Oh, and because I didn't have the transistor quest active, it's not going to give me this quest. It's not going to give me the multi-smelter quest. And it's not like I can just fix it between videos because there's something I missed, because I've got to go through all of this. Because there's actually an easier way to get liquid polyethylene. Oh well, I'll worry about that some other time. Right, what else do I need for the multi-smelter? I'm going to need 12 heat-proof Invar machine casings. So 48 Invar rods. So that's 24 ingots on the lathe. Also going to need 36 plates. I've already got 12. So that's another 24 in the bender. HV circuits are done now too. I have some Canthal coils to put in. I've got input and output buses. I've got a maintenance hatch. I have some spare energy hatches. Yeah, I'll use these actually. Oh wait, I don't have a maintenance hatch. It's not that hard for me to make another one though. And I just need a muffler hatch. Muffler hatch isn't too hard to get either. I've got all the Invar now. So I can... my wrench finally broke. I'll finally upgrade to steel then. But I can get the rest of the Invar machine casings. I still made more Invar frames than I needed to. And I can get the multi-smelter. And with the Canthal coils, I think that's everything I need. Ah, right. I remember now why I wanted to get MV energy hatches. Because it's going to be a lot easier to just cable over from here. How hard is an energy hatch anyway? That's not so bad. Yeah. Okay, I just need 2 more machine hulls. And there. 2 more MV energy hatches. Not that bad. So let's get this thing built then. It's a pretty simple multi-block. I didn't even need to reference it. There we go. Multi-smelter. I'll just hook it up to power. And it should be good to go. So I'm pretty sure the way this works is it's just a really fast alloy smelter. It either does individual items really quickly or bulk crafting, depending on how much is put in at once. Forgot I need to do the maintenance hatch. There we go. So before I automate this, I want to just test that it works. And I'm also going to test that it works in the way that I really hope it does. So if I put different presses in there and both of the different inputs, nothing's happening. Does this recipe not work in the multi-smelter? Yeah, it's saying it does the recipes for an alloy smelter. It also works as an electric furnace. That's pretty good. Oh, no? Now it's in alloy smelter mode. Oh. Okay, it was just confused with the gold and the silicon. So then now, okay, I can leave the presses in there. And that is very fast. So it works, but not quite in the way that I had hoped. And if I want to get proper processing automated on this, the simplest solution I can think of involves 3 of these? One to make the first 3, one to make the silicon, one to combine them all. There's gotta be a way I can do it with just the one. Now I can think of an exceptionally jank way to do it. Then it'd only take 2. Because I could have a chest going into the input bus, and if I hopper it in, I think this can smelt individual items faster than hopper speed, unless there's a way that I can lock off slots. Because the crux of the problem is, if I've got a bunch of presses in one, if it has multiple different items to be pressed, it doesn't know which one to do. And it doesn't have some sort of priority for it. Because as you saw, it had some gold and some silicon, and it didn't know whether to make a logic or a silicon press. But if I can set it up so that it'll either only ever have one of them at a time, or it can only accept one of them at a time, then it'll work. But then I'll still need a separate one with the logic that I currently have to be able to press them together. It's a puzzle. Either way, I think I need a better input bus too. Oh, there's 9. Okay. Can I put multiple input buses on the one multi-block? Because then I can get exactly the right input that I want. If I could have 5 slots. Well, I've got this input bus now. And if I drip feed items in, it'd still work with a single thing. Ooh, that's another thing that I'd need to test. Let's say I have multiple different circuits that I can make at a time. Yeah, it also gets stopped up. Oh, but drip feeding it would still fix it. I think I need to drip feed the items in. It does mean I don't get the full speed of this. I mean, if I could exactly put items in 1 every 10 ticks, then I would still get the full speed of this without breaking anything. Let me see, if it's already running a certain recipe, it's just fine. So it only breaks when there's 2 equal recipes it can do. I think this is a puzzle I'm better off solving between videos. Well, I'll just get started on the processing. So I need a pattern provider. It's not interfaces anymore. So I'm going to need to make a bunch of other stuff for this. I need the star steel. I may as well put all of it through the bendo. But there's a pattern provider. And then, I should make dense cables, just so I've got more channels to go with. So then I'm going to need covered cables. And I can't really get that much. I need to make a bunch more cables. Although, you know what? For right now, I can deal with only 8 channels per cable. I can fix this between videos if I really need to. But I just need to connect the pattern provider. There we go, device online. And that'll be able to input into here. And then I know it's a little inefficient to go straight into an import bus, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll leave it like that. So now I'm going to need some more terminals. I'm going to need a pattern encoding terminal and a pattern access terminal. And it shouldn't be too hard for me to do that. There's the pattern encoding terminal, and if I make another pattern provider, I can make the pattern access terminal. So now, I need to get some patterns. And they're reasonably cheap. It gets expensive when you need a lot of them, but it should be fine. This is the first time I've done processing before crafting, so I can't just set this all up instantly. But I need to set this to processing patterns, and then I am making the processors. So to make a logic processor, I need the circuit and the silicon, I can do this for all of the other processors too. And then because it already has the calculation press in there, I don't want it to try and put it in there again. So I just want it to put the Sodas Quartz plates in, or the diamond plates, or the gold plates. I wonder if I should be concerned that that's the wrong golden plate. How do I unprocess this? I'll see if there's any problems and then I'll try and fix it. I also need to make one of these for silicon. And then with the pattern access, it just says input bus, which is a little annoying, but that is the multi-smelter. If I just put all of the patterns in there, I should then be able to craft some of these up. So let's say I want to get some more logic processors. Let's say I've run out. I want 4. Then it'll tell me all the stuff I'm missing. And I can go through and make some processing patterns for them, but that's when you start getting into just the recursive nature of it. And this is why AE2 is never finished. So I'm going to need to get one of these for like every machine, pretty much. So that means basically making every machine again. And that's the sort of thing that I think I'm better off just doing between videos. What's one that I already have some for? Calculation? Yeah, I just need a bit of silicon. So I'll just make that manually for a second. And I want some calculation processes. So I tell the machine, it knows what to craft. Ah, right. I've skipped possibly the most important step here. I need all this crafting storage too. And crafting coprocessors. I have no idea why I'm doing this whole thing backwards now. So I'm gonna make... Let's go 7. That's all I can do right now. I'll get 2 coprocessors. And I'd like to go straight to 64K or 256K, but that is extremely expensive. So I'm just gonna make some 1Ks. So I'm just gonna make 6 of the 1Ks. And I think I'm gonna put this up here for now. I will just build up the crafting square and then bring the cables up to meet it. Okay, and that's that connected. So then now, let's say I want some engineering processes this time. I want 4. It can see all of that. It has the crafting CPUs, so I can tell it to go, and it'll just make it. It sends all of the required items down the line over to the multi-smelter, which is actually done, and it comes back here. And I got the 4 processors that I needed. Okay, and I guess to finish off the whole going backwards stuff, I'll make some molecular assemblers. Because why not? I need some more quartz glass, and I'll need some more of these cores. So I'll make just a small one for now. 4 assemblers and 4 pattern providers. I just need some more crafting tables. There, 4 pattern providers. And then I can make myself a little cube of all of these. And if I see in here, I have access to molecular assemblers. Only 3? Oh, why only 3? Oh, missing channels. I'll just fix that real quick. Things are breaking. Okay, this is starting to just get messy now. But the dense cables give me some more channels, so I can have all of these active. There we go, I can see all 4 of the molecular assemblers. And they work in exactly the same way as how I did the processing on the multi-smelter, except I put this into crafting mode. And just because I really need this, I'm going to create patterns for the patterns. So I'll need some quartz glass too. And just chuck them in there. And I can say, I want 20 more patterns. And it'll just do it. Yeah, 20 patterns. And that's sort of the crux of how AE2 automation works. You just connect the machines into the system, give them the patterns, tell the machine what items to put in and what items to expect out, and it can work recursively to get all of the different patterns that are involved to make all the items you want. So between videos, I'm just going to go through and just make a ton of all of the recipes that I need a lot of the bending, a lot of the wires, pretty much every GregTech thing involving tools, just machines instead because it's more efficient. If I've got time, I'll do all of the circuits, because that's going to be a massive time saver if I can just say, hey machine, I want 20 circuits, and it just makes it for me. And a lot of this I'd rather have it done passively, but instead of making like big production lines, I'll set up auto crafting for it, and then I'll just tell the system, keep making this item until I have a certain amount and then stop. Alright, well now that I've got some of the infrastructure out there, yeah, I'm just gonna expand on this so much between videos. And it's just gonna be really boring, me doing that on an enormous scale. But anyway, I think that's enough for this video. You might be able to tell I'm starting to get a bit tired. I've been going for a bit longer than I thought I would. But that's pretty good progress. We're starting to use AE2 in a more meaningful way. We've got a multi-smelter, which is just extremely good. Just the sheer speed of this thing is crazy. I might get a second one between videos to act as a furnace for me, and I might try doing some things with all of this automatically, but I kind of like it in the semi-automatic method. I don't know. I'll figure it out between videos. And I'll also try and find a better spot for all of this stuff. And the colossal chest really just kind of gets in the way right now. I don't know. There's lots to do. And I think if I'm just going to stick to doing AE2 stuff from here between videos, unless it comes up in the video. So then from here, I'm going to continue down the rest of the Greg Tech stuff. I mean, I've done most of it as a result of trying to get AE2 going. Like, I'm pretty much done with MV now. So I'll get into HV and see all of that. I'll fix the quests. And then next video, I guess we can see what HV has to offer. At some point, I'm going to have to go back through some of the older tiers and just complete a bunch of the miscellaneous quests. But that's something for another time. I'm not too sure how to finish this anymore, so I think I'm just going to leave this here. Bye.